Hi everybody, ignore the noise in the background. My husband is home from work and he is watching a video, so hopefully it's not too loud. But I just want to show you my doll collection so far, minus my little ones that are over there and over there, because those are more of just extra stuff I have. So, nobody is separated anymore. Everybody has their full outfits on. And I just thought I'd explain because I changed some things up a bit because I do have some new family members coming in soon and some accessories. I don't know how many wigs exactly I'm getting, but hopefully everybody will have enough to at least have some clothes because I have quite a bit of clothes coming in. So let me explain who everybody is for those of you who are new. And so hopefully I'm speaking louder than the TV, but you might be able to hear the TV more than you are with me. But I'm not going to tell my husband to turn it down because he wants to watch it. So, oh, thank you, baby. I think you got the picture. Oopsie. So, let's start with this lady on the right. I think I'm doing this right. My left and right is going to be a bit off. Like, to me, she's on the right and that's the left. Way over there. So, let's start with her. This is Sophia. I don't have last names for any of them yet because I try to think of their first names for either last names. So, yeah. So this is Sophia. She is a Babobi Exune or a Resin Soul Exune. I believe she was the first doll I ever ordered, but she wasn't the first to arrive. She has a bit of mess ups because I'm new to the whole face up stuff, but honestly I love her face up. So what I was supposed to do is I was supposed to do a double color on the lips, but I accidentally forgot about it, so I'll have to fix it eventually later. And so this is Sophia. These guys are all in the same story that I am writing so far. I haven't really had time to write it down because I'm still kind of thinking of the plot and stuff, but I know that I always come up with characters before I come up with the story. And my stories usually personal things I don't really ever don't ever think I'm going to post. I just like to come up with stories, and these help me. Sophia and her best friend Jasper actually come from a different world than the rest of these guys. So Sophia and Jasper are basically childhood friends. They grew up with each other. Sophia and him were both different. Jasper, he is not gay, he is bi. He would go both ways. He liked both men and women. But he could dress a little feminine sometimes, and his backpack is this one right here. And he was teased quite a bit for it, and he met Sophia when they were both 10 years old. They are now 18, and they've known each other ever since. Well, they've known each other longer, but they became close at 10 years. Because at 10 years old, Sophia kind of realized that she was a bit different. She always liked to dress kind of like this, but a little differently. And then at about 12, 13, she realized she wasn't into boys. She was only into girls. With Hi, baby. So it made these two get even closer because they're both odd. But moving on from that, I have Stephanie. So she is a princess in this world. I'm still coming up with the kingdoms and stuff, but I know she's a princess. She is one out of 4 siblings. So she is the girlfriend to Sophia. Oh, let's cover you up a bit if we can. And they meet on the first day that Sophia and Jasper come to the world. She instantly has a pull towards Sophia, but because in her world, it's not wrong to date a female, but in royalty, because you want to breed, you want to you want to have kids, it's looked down upon in higher status for some reason. Like I said, I'm still coming up with sorry, I had to eat, and follow the ideas still. So I'll see if they're together now. They get together in the story. And over here next is Stephanie. Is Stephanie's sister. who I'm still trying to come up with a name for. I had a name for her, but this is my thing. If I forget their names, obviously that wasn't the right name. So as you can tell, there's quite a bit of difference. This is also because of the fact that I didn't have the right colors, and I'm going to be updating her face up, and I'm just using pencils right now. I need to get some blush in. But she is Stephanie's twin sister. I'm going to be adding freckles, and she's going to keep the purple eyelashes, but I'm going to be adding some black into it. I'm going to be updating her just a bit, but not right now because I'm pregnant. Don't feel like messing with the stuff for too long because I don't want it to affect me or my baby. And of course, you can see there's some areas where I need to fill in her lips, like a lot. So, but most of it, I like her face up. She's very pretty. Her and her sister have a lot in common, except for she has black hair and her sister was born with blonde. And she, like her sister though, she goes both ways, but she's always noticed she's preferred women over men. So like her sister, she's going to have a little girlfriend, and her girlfriend is actually somebody coming in still. I have a lot on layaway that I have to pay off, but it's better right now for me just to pay off things in layaway than, buy them all, because again, I have a baby on the way. So this is Stephanie's twin sister, whose name is still yet to be decided. Next to them is Stephanie's and her twins' younger sister. Her name is Iris, and she has the same purple eyelashes like her sister. And I don't have any actual blushing, so I use a lot of penciling. And for some reason, the pencil on her lip came out better than the pencil on hers. But I think it's because I got new pins, so they just do better with the face-ups now. But again, she is their little sister. Her name is Iris. She is 15 years old. She is 21. She is 18. She is 18. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I said that wrong. She's 18. These two are 21. She is 15. She's actually, I'm going to say closer to 16 going on 17. So Iris is their little sister. She is pretty much an outcast. She's just different. She doesn't like being royal. She doesn't act royal. She hangs out with commoners. Her best friend is actually somebody I'm going to be getting really soon, and I'm super excited about it. And her sexuality, because these two are both kind of going to be with girls, I'm still kind of debating on, because I want her to be with a girl as well, but I'm not positive if I'm going to have her go that way, because both of her sisters already go that way. And over here, we have Jasper Ray Allen. So he's my first one with a first, middle, and last name. And Jasper is Sophia Gardner. That was her last name. Because I know these two had last names, but for some reason I kind of go in and out of remembering her last name. So Jasper Allen is the best friend to Sophia Gardner, and they both came to this world together. Sophia's always dressed like that pretty much, and he's always dressed a bit more feminine than most men. He goes both ways. He's actually had boyfriends in the past, but he's kind of notices he liked females better. He just couldn't really keep a female relationship for too long because they always got weirded out by his femininity, I think it's the right word. Feminine side. I don't know how to, there's a word I'm looking for, but I can't say it. So when he comes, that's where these two got so close, because she's different.
Feminism.
Thank you. And so he isn't dressed very feminine right now, but that's just because I like those pants for my girls a bit better than I did for him. But this is actually an outfit that came with him, and she's just borrowing it right now. But it might actually stay on her because I really like it. And when he comes to this world, he actually falls in love with this young lady. She's unfinished and she's quite stained. So honestly, most of the staining is my fault. I got the wrong kind of sealant. I didn't think about it. And that's why it's also so kind of chalky and scratchy on her. And when I try to wipe it off, I couldn't. I can't find anything that will wipe it off yet that I can use that I have. But I did edit her face up a little bit, darkened it up, and honestly, I actually ended up really liking her. So she is pretty scarred up, as you can tell. She had a really rough life, and her backstory I'm still kind of coming up with. She doesn't talk much, and she's blind, and her and Jasper just hit it off when I first got them, and I loved them together ever since. She's very not shy. She's honestly one of my strongest warriors in my book because of her background. And these are actually scarring from a spell, which is why they kind of look like scars. And so her name is Populin. She is Jasper's girlfriend, and she loves him just the way he is. It did take her back because not a lot of guys in this world dress the way he does, but she fell in love with him and dealt with it, and it was part of who he was, and she didn't want to change it. So that is Populin and Jasper. Now down here is Roses. I'm still kind of thinking of exactly what she is, but she's definitely a small race. She is also in their story, and she's actually this height. She is the daughter to a duke from her kingdom, and she is currently single. I don't really, sorry, I'm eating, put anybody in there for her yet, but this is not her permanent look. This is just what came with her because my sister gave me some stuff to go with her, so she wasn't naked. No, this is not her permanent look. Eventually, I'll come around to getting her all fixed up. But that is Roses. And then over here, I have a character named Lilith. Lilith was one of my first dolls as well. And I'll put it in order of who I actually got and who was like first and stuff if I can remember it. She was my first ones to get. And I think I got her and her at the same time. But I also had, at one point, I really messed up with the staining, and I actually kind of am curious about how she's going because I sold her to somebody who I felt like could fix her a bit better because I was trying to dye her to a purple, but it didn't work very well. So I originally had 2 of these guys, but I messed up on one and got another one. But she came with the first one of her. But the funny thing is I ordered her first, got another one of her to kind of experiment with, regretted it, and yeah. So, she's actually my 3rd doll. I forgot. And then, she was my first one I ordered. Then I got her. Then it was her and that one lady. And another boy who I sold because I just didn't like SDs. And then I made an order for girl yet to be named, Iris, and Edward, who is Stephanie's, her twin, and Iris's older brother. Then I got Populin. Then I got Rosalind over here. Her body was originally a resin soul body. Can't remember the name of that one forever, but she's one of the hooved girls. I then got her actually at the same time, or around the same time I got Populin. Then I sold her head. I sold her other form that I messed up. I sold a really big boy, and I gave a taller girl who actually came before her as well and before her body, and I gave her to my sister. But then after that, I bought him. And then, that's right, she came before him, and then it was him. And then, so when it comes to purchases, it was her, then it was her, then it was these guys, then it was you, I believe, then her, or her body, not her head, then him. Oh, I forgot about you two. She came with the one lady, so that was before her, or no, that was after her, but before these guys. And then I got her head, and then I I haven't gotten anybody else yet. But then in order of who arrived, I had it was her. Then it was her, because they arrived afterwards. And then it was you. Then her body. Then it was her. Then it was these guys up there. Then it was her head, or her head came before them. Yeah, her head became before them, and then it was the set of siblings. And now I have three, sorry, on layaway that are all on the way. And I have clothes. So I'm happy. Cece will be getting clothes and a wig. She'll be getting a wig and some clothes. And then the three girls I'm getting will have, I think, some clothes, but they might have to wait for a wig. Anyway, this is my little doll family. Thank you so much for watching. I know it was kind of all over the place, and I cannot wait for you guys to meet the rest of them. Bye-bye.